welcome to Cindy's Library, and today I'm going to talk to you about what I have read so far for the month of May. So let's get to it. Let's see. I read The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods. 3 perspectives, 2 timelines, one modern, one back. Early 1920s is when I think that starts. 3 different people who all have trauma in their past, all struggling in the present timeline, and this mysterious bookshop that unites them all, who in the present day are trying to figure out about this bookshop and about the person from the past timeline. So it's historical fiction, except it also has magical realism. Magical realism with the bookshop was actually quite amazing. I rather loved that. 3 characters were distinct. Each definitely had their own arc. Some aspects of it I did not enjoy. The difficult parts are quite difficult. You have abuse of various kinds. You have putting a woman in an insane asylum even though she's sane because she's a troublesome woman, at least from the male's perspective. Lots of troubling males. Can't say that I'm sorry that I read it. I did like where it all ended up compared to where we started. Will I call it a favorite? No, I'm pretty picky about my historical. In a lot of cases, I'd rather read the actual thing, the actual history, than a fictionalized version. Oh, let's see. Yeah, everything else here is accounted for. So let's take a look at the stack. So I started out with The Silver Trumpet by Owen, Barfield. Tolkien, I think it's in one of his letters to Lewis. He's asked him to tell Barfield his kids were loving this book, but it's been nearly impossible to find. And now they have a new edition. No images, but it's a nicer edition than a lot of reprints are. And it is a fairy tale, and I absolutely loved it. It is about 2 princesses. They're twins. And so the old wise woman comes to give them a blessing, and she blesses them. One thing they are blessed with is that they will never love anything or anyone else more than themselves. But there's another aspect to it I'm trying to remember. And in any case, even though the princesses look exactly the same, they could not be one more different. Princess Violet, she is so beautiful, but she's also as kind as she is beautiful. But Princess Gamboy, she is entirely the opposite. And, well, things go on from there. So glad I was finally able to read it, though. I can see why Tolkien's kiddos loved it. And then I finished up the Artifactor series with the last 3 books. The Scoflaw Magician. Well, To put it simply, we have a magician causing trouble. He's actually, we find out, the magician who's been causing trouble all this time. The same one, but he's causing trouble in a new way, making people disappear. And our favorite Artifactor prodigy, Sylvana, is on the case. That's that one. Then the Canard case, Sylvana kind of gets kidnapped because there's a volcano that's becoming active when it shouldn't, and the people of the island need help. And the local deities, the minor ones that know about everything, can't do anything, and the Jade Emperor is not reachable at the moment. So who do they call? Sylvana, of course, even though she's not in the best condition currently to do anything. But she does it anyway. To be fair, and she would be the first one to say with all of these, she's not the only one working on the problem. She has a lot of help. Then the Fae Artifactor, except in this case, well, can't say too much about it except that it features our favorite Sylvana being back again. We do go to a new location, so that's fun. And Sylvana gets involved again in a case, whether she wants to or not. Very fun. I also read this, Letters from Jack, Practical Advice from the pen of C.S. Lewis. So this is put together by an honors course at Azusa Pacific University. They went through C.S. Lewis's letters and on specific topics drew out advice about all of them. We have advice on books, advice on love, advice on moods, advice on faith, and recursive advice. Introduction by the course's instructor, probably editor, Diana Palvic-Glyer. And a recently discovered C.S. Lewis letter with analysis included on that letter by Stephen A. Baby Arnrend Smilde, Bruce R. Johnson, and Joel D. Hick. So, well worth reading. Glad I did. And then the last thing that I read so far this month is The Tale of Hilltop Farm, the first in the cottage tales of Beatrix Potter. So this is 1905. This is when Beatrix Potter actually bought Hilltop Farm. The locals, of course, aren't sure what to make of it. She is a Londoner. She is a woman. She's an authoress. What does she know about farming? And so this book takes that whole situation, places it in the village. I suspect most of the characters, except for Beatrix and another one, in reference to her family, of course, but I suspect most of the villagers may be made up. Village definitely isn't. And there's a bit of a mystery going on in this village as well, while Beatrix is there. The old woman with whom she was supposed to be staying while coming to see Hilltop Farm and finalize things, etc., she suddenly dies very shortly before Beatrix is supposed to arrive. And well, let's just say that's not the only question going on in the village. One fun part is we get things from the animals' perspectives, village animals, animals Beatrix brings with her. And the thing about it is, it works. The animals never talk to humans, well, as a human would talk to a human at least. The The humans only hear meows or barking or whatever, but they can talk to each other. It works. It is fun. Absolutely adorable. I want to read more. So that's what I have read so far this month. Hope your reading has been going well to you so far. You'd love to talk about what you've been reading, or if you've read any of these and would like to share your own thoughts, love to hear about it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I truly do appreciate it. So until next time, I hope we all stay safe and healthy. And as always, happy reading.